Hey, welcome back to Music and Ministry. I hope your January is already off to an incredible start and you're making progress towards your goals and your dreams for this year. I thought it'd be fun in this video to do a couple of things. First of all, I want to show you a brand new plugin from Universal Audio called Guitar Paradise Studio. It came out towards the end of last year. It's phenomenal. If you like to record electric guitar straight into your audio interface and into your DAW, this plugin really can't be beat. The sound quality of Universal Audio's plugins are second to none, and they've really got you covered with amps like Vox, Fender, Marshall, and even a Dumble style. So all the effects are included. It's really the most versatile plugin that I've used in a long time. I think you're gonna love it. Also, I'm gonna show you something very exciting. If you're an Ableton Live user or a Pro Tools user, their newest updates now have Splice integrated right inside the DAW. For those of you that don't know what Splice is, it's a subscription that you can get of sample library of one-shot sounds, loops, all kinds of things that you can add to spice up your sessions or splice up your sessions. But I'm going to show you how seamless it is now in both of those. Well, actually, I'll just be in Pro Tools today, but it works the same in Ableton. So let's dive in, and I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what I got going on here. This is my session in Pro Tools that I've already populated. Got my BPM at 105, and I've already got some of my favorite plugins loaded up with complete control. If you've never used these hammer and waves pianos and electric pianos, these are really phenomenal. But yeah, we're not here to talk about that today. Over here on the right, you'll see this is what I'm talking about. This tab has Splice right built into it. And so if you're a Splice user, all you got to do is log into your account and it'll connect with it, and then you're good to go. Your library will already be right there when you go to open it up. You don't have to go outside of your DAW to another browser or to another application. It's right here, which is awesome, because now as you're in your session, if you've already got some content there, you can preview these different sounds right in tempo with your session. So we're going to build something from scratch though, just to have a little fun today, and I've already done a little pre-work for the sake of time. Let me lower this so that it's not too loud for you when I'm previewing. But my session again is at 105. And earlier I typed in drum grooves 105, and here's a couple fun kind of disco beat. Nice hip hop. Here's another drum groove. Kind of like that. A little different. Okay, a little swing. Another little swing. You know what? I think I kind of like this disco. Disco's kind of making a comeback, in case you haven't noticed. All right, so now that we like that, we've previewed it, all we got to do is drag it in here to our DAW, and it's going to automatically create a new track for it, a stereo instrument track. We'll take this all the way to the top, and all I gotta do is click on it. Now I can hear it. Awesome. So let's duplicate this, spread it out. We're just gonna get a quick little vibe going and have some fun. All right, so now let's see what else is in here to go with it. As that's playing, which we can again just play it, now we can try some other stuff. So let's do, let's say, bass loop in 105 BPM. Let's see what we get.
It's a ritual.
That's the vocal chop. Oh, it's not a bass loop, but I like that. It's kind of fun, but you hear how it's just automatically syncing to the tempo. Here's the bass. All right, so let's do that. Let's pull this bass in. This is gonna be real fun. And this is kind of an 8-bar. So we'll move it back here, and then we'll duplicate it, and then we'll just come over here and cut it off at the end. All right, and then we'll make this all one track, just so it's easier to edit later. And then here's our drums, here comes the bass. All right, now notice this clip says it's in G minor. So one thing I want to do now, let's look for like a synth loop. And again, we'll keep the same BPMs, and we'll keep this in G. Over here in Splice, you can actually transpose it. So this is G minor, so these are flat keys. We'll just put G, and then what we pull in should now fit within this. And then the other thing you can do is if you want to play this clip or this sample at halftime or at double time, you can do that right here in Splice as well to preview that. All right, so let's try some of these out. Let's get our little loop going. And let's see. Hit enter here, we're gonna search, see what we get. Yeah, I like that. Brass kind of fun. There's another synth. Kind of like this first one.
It's not.
So let's pull this in. As you can see, this is so fast just to get ideas and get a vibe going. Now this was a 4-bar, so we want to kind of bring this in after we've got the bass established, and we're just going to build it kind of one piece at a time. A little cheat code. I watched one of Ryan Tedder's tutorials on production, and something he says as a pro tip is to about every 4 bars bring in some new information. So change up a sound, add something, subtract something, but change it up about every 4 bars so it'll keep your projects and your songs and your tracks much more interesting to people. All right, let's check that out now. Now this is a little hot, so we're gonna pull this back. Maybe even a little more if we want it there, but just kind of subtly in the background, since it's just a loop. Okay, now you know what? Let's try these. Might be kind of fun. Let's play that over top of it. Let's add this. And it doesn't really matter where we pull it in because we can adjust it. All right, so we'll let that go 4 bars, and then we'll insert this again. And I'm just doing this just to get a vibe going, just to show you how fast you can just get an idea and get creative. And then this, I'm gonna guess this one will be a little loud, so let's pull that back too in the mix. We'll start at 6 down. Let's just hear what that sounds like. So if we've got all this going. So super fun. So that's, you know, we've already got a drum, we've got a bass, we've got a synth arpeggiation happening in the background, and then we've got this fun loop that gives us a little brass, a little high end. So now what I'm going to do is show you that universal audio plugin, and we're going to add some guitars. Got my Gretsch plugged in, and when you open up Paradise Guitar Studio, this is what it looks like. You'll see here the cab and mics are on this side. You'll see the different versions or variations of the amp on this side. It opens up to this enigmatic. This is a amp based off the very infamous Dumble, an 82 Overdrive Special. These are extremely rare, and most people will never ever play one in their life or even see one for that matter, but they sound incredible. So you'll see over here on the left, you can add effects before the amp or in front of the amp. We've got this one has an analog memory delay and a drip spring 65 reverb. So you can just click and you can go through. There's a fuzz, there's flangers, there's distortions. So you can really build it out however you want to get the sound that you want. Here's amps. You can change all the amps out. You can even change the different mic setups. I mean, it's really endless if you want to tweak it, but I'll just tell you, even to get started, the presets, I'll show you some that I've saved that are favorites that are pretty good. And then here you have post amp effects, and this is where a lot of your time effects, your delays, an EQ, reverbs, and even compression you can add there. So, all right, let's get back to this. Nice. All right, let me show you. I mean, that's the clean basic when you open it up. But I've got a few favorites saved that I've gone through, and some of these are really fun. This is a clean, big, bright. Nice, big, clean, bright, just like it says. Here's a mean green. This is our Marshall. Just fun, just what you would expect from a Marshall. This is one of my favorites. This is Birmingham Telly. I don't know if this is more for a single coil style pickup guitar, but nevertheless, this is based off Fender 65 Deluxe. Love the echo, or the reverb on this. Then we got a clean verb. This is also 65 Deluxe. Yeah. Dime doubler. Here is another Marshall. You gotta love Marshall because even when it's got a lot of dirt on it, it's still smooth. It's not harsh. It's just so great. Just gotta love that. It's got a doubler on there, so it makes it sound even bigger than it is. Then this is a Showtime. I forgot about this one actually. Showtime 64, again, a classic vintage Fender amp. So that's dimed out, so if you play soft, it's a little bit clean, kind of clean, got a little hair on it, but then when you dig in, fun, good, deep, kind of darker sound. Then we've got this, this is the overdrive special, again, that Dumble amp, but with the overdrive channel, not the clean channel. And this is one for humbuckers. Just got a good sound. Like that. It's real. The saturation's good, the compression's good, it's just smooth, maybe even a little smoother than the Marshall, but they're both great. And then here's this is for single coils. I'll wait and show you that with my Strat. And then the last one here is a dirty chime. Kind of like this one, the effects on it. I love that. I actually like the black face better on this. Yeah, I love that. All right, so those are a few. You know what I didn't show you? Let me find one of the definitely want to find you one of the Vox sounds. I hadn't picked a favorite on a Vox yet, but there's some phenomenal ones. Let me just scroll through and see if I can find one. Because this Ruby, yeah, here we go. This Ruby says all around great guy. Man, if you like a good Vox, that bright chimey. good one. Let's see if I can find another one just to show you. Any single coil pickup. Well, we're not using single coils right now. Oh, and I forgot about the Woodrow, the Fender 55 Tweed. This is a great one as well. Here's a clean. Simple. Those really sound better, I think, when you dime them. You turn them up, get the grit out of them. Yeah, I just love that. Anyway, there you go. You know what? Let me just go ahead and put that on there as a favorite. I'll add it. And then, as well as this, where did I find that? All Around Great Guy. That's a good one too. All right, cool. Let's add some guitar. Let's get back to what we're doing and add some guitar to this loop we got. All right, that'll work. Next thing we need to do is I'm going to swap guitars and add something with single coils. So let me do that real quick. Here is the new Fender Custom Shop Strat I was telling you about. Absolutely love this. Got an amazing deal on it. It basically was bought or ordered 2 years ago, brand new, custom from a custom dealer showcase store. And then it sat for like a year, and then a gentleman bought it at the beginning of last year, but he didn't really play it. So it was just kind of sitting around still in brand new shape. And it's amazing. It's alder body. I've got roasted maple neck. The neck is fast. You can see they, like they do on all their custom shop guitars, take the lacquer and the finish off so that the neck is super fast and smooth. It's got the clay, vintage clay inlays. What else we got? Vintage tuners, locking tuners. It's got 63 style pickups. So if you're familiar with Strats, you know the 50s style pickups were a little brighter, a little twangier. And then they got smoothed out in the early 60s. They're a little warmer. The top end's not so harsh. I love that. That's my preferred pickup style. And I love this color. It's heavy relic and it's a cashmere. They call it cashmere blue. You can see that it also has this cutaway, which I hadn't seen a cutaway like this. Usually the modern cutaways are much more pronounced. This one's just subtle, but it's enough that you still can get your hand firmly around where this neck connects and get to these upper registers very comfortably. It's awesome. I love the matching headstock. That's not something you see on a lot of guitars. So anyway, couldn't be happier. But anyway, enough talking about it. Let's play something. All right. So with this, I'm going to show you that setting that I had with the single coils in my favorites. It was this dirty single coil, I believe. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, love that. Actually don't know if I want to use that. I might actually use this Telly, this 65. Let's try this. Or do I want this bright? I want something that lets these coils do their work. That's not bad. And I need to turn this up a little bit. Raise the output just a hair, so I can get a little more of that. All right, cool. Let's do that, and we'll just do something simple that kind of fits and meshes with the other track we already recorded. So we'll start the same spot. All right, that'll work. Simple, nothing crazy. Sweet, I think that's good. Let's just hear it one more time from the beginning. Sweet. So yeah, you can see very easily how you can get started with Splice, just pulling in drum loops, bass loops, synth loops, all kinds of stuff. There's vocal chops in there. There's one-off, one-shots for different instruments if you want to add an 808 or whatever. It's really endless to the amount of creativity you can have using that. And with those clips, once you pull them in, you can edit them the same as you would edit any clip that you create in your DAW, slicing it up, transposing it, doing whatever, chopping it up. So yeah, that, and then the universal audio plugin. Again, if you're a guitar player, hopefully you got to hear how that sounds. And if you're looking for a plugin like that, take advantage. I think they may still have their sale going on. I know it's part of the Universal Audio Spark subscription for the year, which I think right now is $79 or $99. I'll have that and all the other links to everything that I'm using currently to make music and even to do these videos. I'll put that in the description as well. But yeah, hope you got something out of it. Let me know what plugins you're excited about, what you're using this year. Let me know what you liked about the video. If there's something you didn't like, let me know that. And if there's things you'd like to see me do with this channel, let me know so that I can make videos that will be helpful to you and inspiring to you. And until then, I'll see you next time.